What's up, my unrestricted and unlimited ones? Before I start this video, let me send you some loving energy to keep the fires fiery and the lights brighter. This is how you send loving energy, by the way. I'm sending you loving energy. Hope you're receiving this loving energy. Yeah, get all that energy. And thank you for subscribing to my channel. And that's the channel of the great Riggy Ricardo, who's just that guy for anything weight loss, weight gain, and wellness related. From unrestricted. Boom. And guys, be sure to watch to the end and keep the love unrestricted. Today's video is going to be about the possibility of dropping weight with no exercise.
Trust me, like, it's been tough. Really though, it's so nuts. Coming from a kid that wanted to end it, feeling low at so young, having these thoughts quite sickening to.
I see a lot on the blogs and on YouTube. A lot of people asking the question, can you lose weight, drop body fat without exercise? And the answer is yes. The mindset behind asking that type of question, it kind of leads me to believe that from the beginning, you're not even ready to put in the work. Now, to get the things that we want out of life, a lot of the times it takes some form of sacrifice. Something must stop for something to start. Sometimes it's put the fork down. Sometimes it's stop being lazy, start moving. And sometimes it's literally stop thinking how you think. For you to unlock your higher potential and achieve things that you haven't yet, something has to change. And a lot of the time we receive the perks of life when we change up here. So I'm just going to put that out there, right? So depending on the individual, the reason why you're asking in the first place, can you lose body fat without exercise? Why does it have to be exerciseless? That's what you need to ask yourself. But in regards to the question, yes you can. Yes, you can drop body fat without exercise. Now, I've done a few videos on weight loss, and the principles of the weight loss will always be the same. It depends on how you sleep, it depends on your stress levels, it depends on what you eat and how much of what you eat. It depends on water intake, but most importantly, you need to be in a calorific deficit. And while you're in a calorific deficit, and it helps a lot if you're not hungry while being in a deficit, because if you're hungry while in a deficit, the hunger signals are going to lead you to overeat. That comes down to what you eat. For you to be successful, it depends on what you eat. Is what you're eating going to be more satiating for you? Are you going to be more satisfied when you eat what you eat? Is what you eat going to send signals to your brain which will lead you to want to eat more? So yes, it depends on what you eat and how well you cope feeling hungry. To minimize, right, because you know we can't, there's so many different variables which lead to hunger. The high fiber foods help with satiety and aids with digestion. High protein food helps with satiety. So if you're eating high fiber food mixed with high protein food, you're more than likely to be less hungry. Drinking good, adequate, specific amounts of water for you to feel hydrated. The same signal you get to feel hungry is the same signal you get when you're thirsty. So you can't tell the difference between either. So as long as you know that you've been drinking water and a good amount of water, you know that when you feel hungry, you legit feel hungry. But if you're not drinking enough water, you could be eating food when really you're not hungry, you're just thirsty. So water helps. Sleep helps restore, repair, rebuild. And also, have you noticed that when you're tired, the hunger signals and hunger cravings is just ridiculous? It's like you're getting elbowed in the mouth. Do you know what I mean? Those are basic tips. But if you do not want to exercise, everything I said in a calorific deficit, you work out your TDEE. When you go to the apps or any website that will help you work out your TDEE, total daily energy expenditure, that's the amount of calories that you need to live. You need to be in a deficit of that. So once you've worked out that number, and obviously your calories are going to be a little bit lower to start off with, because you're not moving. The more you move, the more calories you can have. The less you move, the less calories you can have to be in a deficit. So once you've worked that out, you eat underneath that. Make sure you're sleeping well, you're well hydrated, you're eating high fibrous food, and you're eating food that's high in protein. You should be okay, and you should be well on the way to your goals of no exercise and dropping body fat. But the problem with that, because you're not building muscle, right? When people lose weight purely off of diet, they look like smaller versions of their bigger self. So I do not recommend not training. I do not recommend not working out. I do not recommend not doing cardio or not doing resistance. For one, the heart is the most important muscle ever in life. So you at least want to exercise that, want to strengthen that. And that helps with so many different biological processes. I would definitely recommend. But for those that don't want to, for whatever reason it is, no judgment, but for whatever reason it is, you can follow the advice in this video and you can achieve what you want. I appreciate you for keeping the love unrestricted and watching the video up till now. And before you go, I'm gonna send you some more love and energy to keep the fires fiery and the lights brighter. Oh yeah, collect that, all that good energy. That's that love and energy right there. Oh yeah. And once again, thanks for subscribing to my channel. And that's the channel of the great Ricky Ricardo, who's just that guy for anything weight loss, weight gain, and wellness from unrestricted. And here's another video for you to watch. Let me know how my videos have helped you in the comments below. Signing out.
Coming from a kid that wanted to end it, feeling low at so young. Having these thoughts quite sickening to mention. Nearly broke, but rose up. Durable to the shock like suspension. Let me insert like a tendon. But first, can I get your attention? Show a hand in this place for attendance.